Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Wake and Stretch on this Monday. The dogs and I are here, back, ready to do our yoga practice. As you can see, I have some props set up on the mat behind me. Feel free to go and grab any props that you might need for this morning. We are going to do a gentle flow, so we'll bring in the week nice and gentle in the body. As always, take care of yourself. Do what you need to as we go through this practice. And I have a feeling that the dogs are going to be a little bit feisty, so just be ready for that. They're already fighting behind me, or playing, if you will. Yes. Oh, there's Mr. Zeus, ready to go. All right. So with that said, let's get on the mat, shall we? Let's start in a nice, comfortable, seated position. They're playing, don't worry. Zeus, come here. All right. Let's hope that he has settled down. So provided he doesn't try to play with socks again, sitting up nice and tall through the spine. Hands resting either on your legs or in your lap. Hi, baby girl. Let your eyes close and start to focus in on your breath. If you have to yawn or take a deep breath, allow yourself to do so. The body knows what it needs when it comes to the breath. And if you missed my intro before, we're going to do a bit of a gentle flow. Oh, to start the week off well, yes. Easing our way into the week. A few more breaths here. Alright, so letting the breath start to deepen. Letting the eyes start to blink open. We'll take a few seated cows and cats. So bringing your hands actively onto the legs, or the knees if you will. On your next inhale, lifting the heart and the eyes, giving a nice soft arch to the back. As you exhale, curl the spine, chin to the chest. Inhaling, lifting the heart and the eyes. Exhaling and curling. All right, taking that one more time. On your next inhale, coming to a nice neutral spine. Exhale where you need to. As you inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. As you exhale, twist to your right. Let the left hand come to the right thigh. The other hand comes behind you. Giving a gentle twist. Breathing into that twist. And inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, twist to the other side. Nice gentle breath in the twist. One more time each side. Inhaling as you come through center. Exhale, twisting to the right. Inhale, coming up through center. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, coming through center. Exhale where you need to. Let's find our way into tabletop. So any way that makes sense to you. Hey, don't bite my feet. All right, so once you're in your tabletop, if you need to do things to protect your wrists, go ahead and do that. You can even use your blocks underneath the forearms if this is a better option for you. All right, so taking a few squares with the spine. So cow, cat, and some lateral bends. So on your inhale, lifting the head and tail. As you exhale, bring the spine to neutral and squeeze the right waistline. As you inhale again, move into cat, arching the spine, head and tail drop. And then exhale, spine to neutral, squeeze the left side. Right, moving through that again, inhale to cow. Exhale through neutral, squeeze the right waistline. Inhale to cat. Exhale, squeeze to the left. One more time in that direction. Follow your own breath pattern. So inhaling to cow. Exhaling to the right. Inhaling to cat. Exhaling to the left. Once you finish that, then reverse, going the opposite direction, starting in cow. And moving to the left. Inhaling to cat. Exhaling to the right. 2 more circles. I'll be quiet now. You can follow your breath. Once you come back to neutral, find your way to your child's pose. So you can bring the big toes together, open the knees, or keep it parallel, whatever works for you. Allow yourself to settle down into the child's pose, finding length through the spine, letting the hips open, the spine, the shoulders. Always with a nice, full, intentional breath. All right, from here, bring yourself up onto hands and knees. Let's take the right leg behind, tucking the toe, letting the heel shift back. Getting a nice stretch through the back of the leg. Oh, good morning, calf muscle. Just gently pressing your weight into that heel. And then gently bring yourself back to neutral. Lift that foot off the ground about an inch. Take a nice inhale. As you exhale, step it forward. You can go around the outside if you'd like and find your low lunge. Your hands can be to the inside of the front foot, or you can frame it, whatever feels the best for your hips and for your body. Hands can come to your blocks, to the ground. We're not looking for the most intense stretch, but a nice, healthy stretch. inner thighs, hip flexor. You might feel this in your lower back. Always a possibility. So from here, let's come down onto the left elbow now. If this is too much, you can always stay on your hand or your fist if your wrists are not happy. Then inhale the right arm up. As you exhale, take a twist. So the right hand to the thigh, opening the chest. And I'm leaning over to the side to create more space for the torso, or breathing room, if you will. Elbow shoots back behind you. Neck is nice and long. And one more breath in the twist. Gently bring it back to neutral. Lifting up onto your hands. Start to shift the hips back. Take the right leg behind you. Find your tabletop. Take a cow and a cat. Coming back to neutral, let's extend the left leg back, tucking the ball of the foot, and gently shift your weight back so you get a nice stretch through the heel, the calf muscle, the back of the leg. Getting a nice activation through the core as we're trying to keep the body straight. And then come back to your neutral position, so you're on two hands and one knee. Lift that left leg up about an inch. Take a nice inhale. As you exhale, step the foot forward. Find your low lunge on the second side. Hands can be inside or frame the foot. Using your way into the hips on this side. From here, let's come down onto the right hand or elbow or block. Inhale the left arm up. As you exhale, the left hand comes to the thigh and gently twist, opening your heart to the left. Allow for some nice space between the thigh and the torso. And the left elbow points back. One more breath here. And gently bring yourself back to center. Shift the hips back. Take your right leg behind you. Find tabletop. And move through a cow and a cat. All right, so we're gonna move through that again and take some other variations. So right leg extends back, ball of the foot tucked, heel shifts backwards. Hopefully that feels much more open this time. Then shift forward so you're on your two hands and knee, lift up the back leg. As you exhale, curl the spine, thigh to the chest, nose to knee. Inhale, extend that leg behind, flex the ankle. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, extend the leg. Exhale, step it all the way through, find your low lunge. This time sitting up nice and tall, so you can use the blocks under your hands or you can bring the hands to the thigh if you don't have blocks, it's fine. And let's take the blocks to the side or whatever other prop you might have. Yeah. Inhale, bring the arms up overhead. As you exhale, we're going to side bend to the right. So the right hand comes down, left arm is up and over. Getting a nice side stretch to the left waist. Inhale, coming up through center. We're going to switch to the other side. So you can either take the block and switch sides, or if you have two, one on either side. Left hand down, right arm lifts up and over. Now you might not feel as much through the waistline here, you might feel it more in the hips. It all depends on your body. You might not feel much at all here, but it's okay. Just breathe through the shape. And gently bring it back through center. We'll go one more time each side. So the right hand comes down. Lean over to the right. Left arm comes up and over. Good. Sweeping through center, switching to the other side. Coming through center. From here, half monkey, shifting your weight back onto that left knee. Right leg straightens, toes pull up. And we're going to keep the torso upright here and play a little bit more with the nuance of the hip placement. So hopefully you can follow along with this. My words will serve me. So as you inhale, arch the spine, stick your tail or your booty out behind you. And then as you exhale, scoop the belly and start to tuck the pelvis. Notice how it's different in the hamstring. Inhale, arch, sticking the tail out behind you. And then exhale, curl. And we're not looking for a deep forward fold here. This is all hip movement. Inhale, arching, sticking the tail out. Exhale, curling, pulling that belly up and in. So it's kind of like a pelvic tilt. Inhale, arching the spine, stick the tail out. Exhale, curl it in. Inhale, let's come to neutral this time, and now exhale, fold it forward. See how that might feel a little bit different on the hamstring. Do your best to let the muscles relax into the stretch. Use your breath, your exhale, to help it release. And one more breath here in half monkey. And inhale, bring yourself upright. You can bring both hands to the inside of the front leg. Exhale, sweep the leg around. Let's find tabletop and cow and cat. And coming to a nice neutral spine. Left side, left leg extends back. Pressing the weights towards that heel. And shift your weight forward, 2 hands, 1 knee, lift up the back leg, take a nice inhale. As you exhale, curl the spine, bring the knee to the chest, nose to knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, pull it all the way through, finding your low lunge. Here we are again. Keeping the chest lifted, either hands to the highest level of your blocks or props, or hands onto your thigh. Finding our side bend from here, so if you have props and you want to use them, bring them to the outer edges of your mat so that your hands can reach them. Inhale, sweep the arms up by your ears. Exhale, side bend to the left. So your left hand comes down, right arm overhead if you can do it. If the arm doesn't want to extend, you can always bring your fingertips to the shoulders and lift that way. Nice stretch through that right waistline. Inhale, come back up through neutral. Exhale, lean over to the right. Keep that front foot planted on your mat. If you're not feeling much here, be mindful that the top shoulder isn't collapsing forward. Keep it up. So your armpit is pointing toward the sky. Inhaling up through center, exhale over to the left. Inhaling up through center, exhale over to the right. Inhaling up through center, exhale where you need, bring those hands under you to support, and shift back to half monkey. So your weight is on the right knee, left leg extends, and pull those toes back. All right, so taking those pelvic tilts now on your inhale, stick the tail out behind you, arching the spine. Exhale, slight pelvic tilt, so engage those abdominals. Inhale, arching the spine, stick the tail out. So we're still doing cow and cat, to be honest with you. It's the same idea. Exhale, scooping the belly. Inhale, tilting the pelvis back so your booty sticks out behind you. And then exhale, curl it in, tuck that tail. A few more times. One more time through. And find your way back to a neutral pelvis. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, and then exhale, find your forward fold for half monkey. Make sure your breath is still flowing through. One more full breath in your half monkey. Good. On your inhale, lift the head. Exhale, both hands to the inside of the front foot. Sweep that left leg back. Find tabletop and cow and cat. Good. From here, find your child's pose. Go get him, Zeus. All right, from here, find your way back up onto hands and knees. Go ahead and tuck the toes, walk your feet forward, find a nice squat. Find your balance, feel free to use your blocks here. Supporting balance. Inner thighs are pulling together. If you find your balance, feel free to bring it to your thighs or hands pressed together at the chest. From here, press through the legs, come all the way up. Inhale the arms up overhead. And exhale, gently release the arms down. Good, reverse the pattern of the arm. Inhale, sweep them up. Maybe a small back bend at the top. Exhale, fold it forward, Uttanasana. Bend those knees if you need to, although the hamstrings should be nice and open. Inhale, lifting halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale, hands come to the heart. Okay, let's take that one more time. Inhale, sweeping up. Exhale, fold it forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale, hands come to the heart. All right, so from here, inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to the heart. Shift your weight into the right foot. Lift that left thigh up to the chest. Oh, sorry, dog hair. We're going to step it back to find a warrior two. So adjusting the feet as you need to. Letting the arms extend out. Being mindful that the front leg, the knee is pointing over the foot. And the hips are as square as you can manage them to be. Back foot is pointing towards the left edge of the mat. Head is rotated to the right. Serious business here, focusing over those fingertips. Okay, let's do a little flow. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, root back down into that warrior two. Finding strength there. Inhale, floating up. Find a lightness. And then exhale, find the grounding sensation. Feel your feet, feel the strength through the legs. Inhale, find a lightness. Exhale, feel nice and secure. Inhale, coming up, keep the legs straight. Exhale, find your triangle pose. So the hips have now shifted over to the left. The top arm can come straight up to the ceiling. You can bring it to the waist. You can bind it behind the back. The eyes can look down at the toes, especially if you feel a little wobbly this morning. If you want a little bit more challenge, you can look straight out. And if the neck is good with it, the most challenging focus is straight up towards the fingertips. Your choice. If you're not sure, play with it. See what works for you. One more full breath. Good. On your inhale, soften that right knee. Press down through the feet. Inhale, come back up into your warrior two. Exhale where you need to. Walk the back foot, heel toe it forward just a little bit. Take a nice inhale. As you exhale, sweep yourself back to crescent pose. So the back heel comes up, you're bouncing on the ball of the foot. Exhale, hands come to the heart. Inhale, sweep the arms up and back. Exhale, palms pressed together, scoop the front ribs and belly together. Inhale, opening the heart. Exhale, pull it in. Guess what? A little bit more cat-cow movement. Inhale, arching the spine, stick that tail out behind you. And then exhale, pull it together, tuck the pelvis underneath. One more time. Good. Inhale, simply sweep the arms up overhead. As you exhale, hands to the heart and step it forward to the top of the mat. Go ahead and shake out the legs. Let's take a half sun salutation. Inhale, sweeping the arms up. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale, hands come to the heart. Good. Second side, inhale, sweeping the arms up. Exhale, hands to the heart, weight comes into the left foot, right thigh lifts upward. As you exhale, step it back, find your warrior two. Grounding in the feet. Feeling the strength and the security of the legs and the hip placement. If you need to touch to make sure that things are where they should be, then do that. Nice strong arms. Focus over the fingers. And here we go with our flow. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, rebend that left knee, find your warrior two. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, warrior two. Make sure that you're not locking in that knee when it straightens. Inhale, lifting. Soft knee. Exhale, bending back into warrior two. Inhale, lifting up. Let's find our triangle pose this time. Hips shift to the right. Left hand can come down, wherever you can manage it to be. If you have those blocks, go ahead and use one. If you want to bring it to the inner edge of your leg, just be careful that you're not resting on it, because this does crazy things to the shoulders. It releases any strength through the core, and we're really trying to work that to keep the spine long. Find your breath here. Find the focus of the eyes, whether it's down at your toes, straight ahead, or up to the ceiling, or fingertips, whatever works, wherever your eyes want to go. But when you pick that focus, stay there and breathe. One more breath in your triangle. Inhaling, bringing it all the way up to vertical. Exhale, rebend the knee into warrior two. Heel toe the back foot forward a bit. Take a nice inhale. As you exhale, flip it to your crescent pose. So the back heel comes up, you're on the ball of that right foot. Still ground down, root through the feet. And we'll take the same movement with the spine. So as you inhale, arch. Exhale, scoop the belly, pull the front ribs together, tuck the pelvis. Hope you feel that in your hips. Inhale, arching, letting the spine go, so you're in a cow position. Then exhale, pull it together. Find it's not really a full cat, but a modified cat. Inhale, pulling it in. Exhale, coming in. Maybe modified is the wrong word. Shallow. It's a shallow cat. Ooh, you guys see that? A peacock just flew by. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, pulling it in. One more time. All right, inhale, simply sweep the arms up. As you exhale, step it forward, finding Tadasana. Feel free to shake out the legs a little bit. And let's take our full sun salutation this time. Inhale, sweeping up. Exhale, dive it forward. Uttanasana. Inhale, lift halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold it forward, hands down, step or float back to your plank. And move through your variation of a vinyasa. Knees, chest, chin, chaturanga, combination thereof. And let the feet release, either cobra or up dog. Exhale, find your downward facing dog or child's pose. If you're going more gentle this morning as I am, go into your child's pose. from here, coming back up onto hands and knees, and we will move into an inversion here. If you're not into the inversion, or if it's not healthy for you to invert, then take a plank, a forearm plank. We're gonna move into dolphin otherwise. So making sure that the elbows are shoulder width apart, fingertips touch the elbows. That's how you know you have a good distance. Interlace the fingers and then press the forearms, the wrists, and the pinky edges of the hands down into the mat. Tuck the toes. As you exhale, lift the hips, shift the heart towards the legs. Now if your head touches, then walk the toes closer. We want the hips to be over the shoulders as best as you can manage. If the knees have to bend to make that happen, then do that. Press down through those arms and shoulders. Scoop the belly up and in. If you can manage 3 more breaths, that's as long as we'll stay. From here, walk the feet back, let the knees gently lower, and find your child's pose. All right, so from here, inhale, roll it back up. We're going to take pigeon pose from here. So you can take this from down dog, or you can just take it from hands and knees. It's fine. Either way will work. Since we've already been working on cow and cat, this is the same idea with the spine to help the leg through. So inhaling the leg behind you, as you exhale, curl into cat and bring the leg forward. If you need to help it with your hands, then help it out. Right knee comes forward towards the right wrist. You might have to inch back the straight leg. You might have to prop underneath that right hip, whatever it is that you need to do. If you need to take a different variation of it, go for it. And I'm going to keep this uplifted today. We want to start our week off on a more positive note, so keeping the chest lifted, shoulder blades back. This gives us a nice feeling of confidence, shooting love forward and outward. If this is too uncomfortable, then prop it up or just simply come out of the pose. A few more breaths here. Good. Then from here, gently release out. You might have to tuck that back toe, move the knee forward a little bit, shift back. If you want a vinyasa, vinyasa, down dog, cow, cat, child's pose. So many options to help release that out. But I'm staying with the theme of the cat and cow. All right, we're coming back to neutral. Let's find our pigeon on the other side. So the left leg lifts up and back, then exhale, slide it through. Left knee to the left wrist, and inch back the right knee. Find the pigeon on this side. Keeping the chest open. This way we get a nice back bend as well. Just a few more breaths here. And gently bring yourself onto your hands, tuck the back toe, move the knee forward. Find your either vinyasa, your down dog, or your tabletop. You can cow cat it if you don't want a vinyasa. And find your way to child's pose one last time. On your inhale, bring it up to hands and knees. We're going to find our way onto the back. I'm just going to shift my position here. So go ahead and roll down through the spine. I'm going to wait till Loki is done scratching himself. Are you done yet, Loki? Okay. Okay. Laying flat on the mat, once your head is down, take a nice deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And then once you're here, once you're relaxed, hug the knees into the chest, give a little rock from side to side. Keep the right thigh into the chest, left foot comes down, and then find your reclined pigeon. I know we just did a full pigeon. We're not going to go into this again. This is a starting point. Yeah, we're going to just take the right hand to the right thigh. You can also use a block here against a thigh or a pillow and just gently press it away. So this may not create a lot of sensation in the body, but what it does is it helps to open and lengthen the right side. So between the between the thigh and the belly, helps to create some space there. Good. From here, release the hand and the prop off. Cross the inner thighs. We'll take reclined cow face. So the legs are now on the opposite sides. Grab onto whatever you can reach. Make sure the spine is nice and supported so you're not floating in the head or the tail. And then gently pull the feet towards your armpits. From here, release the legs out and take happy baby for a few breaths. Bringing it back down, let's take the other side, right foot down, left ankle crosses the thigh, and then gently press the left thigh away. Gently release the hand off the leg, cross those inner thighs, find your cow face legs, and gently pull the heels towards your waist. Taking happy baby for a few breaths. And from here, bottoms of the feet together, knees out to the side, a floating bound angle pose. Then bring it down to a reclined bound angle pose. Letting everything melt and relax. And on your own time, when you're ready, let the legs extend long underneath you, coming into your Shavasana. Arms out to your sides, no higher than the shoulders, palms flipped upward. Let the legs open to about the width of the mat. Let them fall to their natural rotation. Eyes closed, and take rest. Stay here for a few minutes. So let the body settle down, let the nervous system settle back down. gradually start to deepen the breath. Find energy in the fingers, toes, hands, feet, wrists, and ankles. Starting to wake up the arms and legs. And let the arms extend up overhead, legs together underneath you, nice long stretch. Like a puppy here. Push your head. And hug the knees in towards your chest. Give a little rock from side to side. And roll onto your right side into fetal position, using your bottom arm as a pillow for your head. And gently press yourself up to a seated position. Eyes closed and either hands pressed at your heart. One hand on your heart and one on your belly. Taking a few moments to check in with the body, the breath, and your energy after that practice. And as always, giving a few moments of gratitude, something that you're thankful for in this moment. Have a beautiful day. Thank you so much for joining me. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Namaste. Okay, so we got off to a little bit of a rough start, but in the end, it wound up okay. At least I think so. I hope you think so too. So I'm going to say this again. The Wake and Stretch is now on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And I'm cutting down on the Wake and Stretches so that I can focus on doing more pre-recorded videos because the general consensus is we like those better. But it's always nice to connect to you in this fashion as well. In the pre-recorded videos, I can kind of control what I put out there with the dogs. In this situation, obviously I can't. The dogs do what they do, whether we're live or not. It's just the way it goes. So if you like my yoga, you gotta like the dogs because they're just here. Anyhow, yeah, so please do your internet thing and like and share, especially if you know somebody who may get benefit out of doing the yoga practice. That is why I am here on this Instagram Live and resharing it on Facebook and YouTube so that I can share the journey with you. Yeah, so again, thank you for joining me. Have a beautiful day, and I will see you on Wednesday. Bye.